Hello everyone, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nafida and I'm from English Education Study Program 2080A, Faculty of Pedagogy and Psychology in University of TGRI Wiranegara. So, in this moment, in this video, I would like to teaching reading narrative text with media visual is comic. So don't go anywhere, happy watching, and let's start the video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning student. And how are you today? Okay, well, I'm fine too. Thank you. So before we start our class today, I think it's better for us to pray to God first. So let's pray together. Finish. Okay? Thank you student. And then before we start our material, I would like to check your attendance first. So student, you can comment your name in this video below, and then I will check it later after the end of this video, and I will check it for your attendance today. Okay, are you get it everyone? Okay, thank you. So before we start the new material in this lesson today, I'm curious and I want to know, do you still remember about the lesson, the material last week we have learned about? Please, someone tell me. I'm curious. Do you still remember? Come on. Okay, that's right. Good job, student. They are descriptive text. Okay, so descriptive text. What is the definition of about the descriptive text? Can you mention it, everyone? What the definition? Please. Come on. Are you sleepy, everyone? Please. Please, someone tell me. Okay, excellent. Descriptive text is describe something or someone. Good job. Okay, and then descriptive text have generic structures. Can you mention it, everyone? Okay, everyone, tell me. What are the definition? Oh, I'm sorry. What the generic structures of descriptive text? Okay, good job. There are two generic structures of descriptive text. Can you mention it? What are? Okay, that's right, student. There are two generic structures. They are identification and description. Okay, good job everyone. So I can conclude that you are still remember about the lesson, the material we have learned last week. That is descriptive text and have two generic structures, identification and description. Okay, well, thank you everyone. So we can move on the new material today. Okay, good job. Thank you. So before we start the new material, I want to know, do you read like some book, article, newspaper, or story maybe? Okay, do you read the story? Okay, same with me. I read stories so much. Okay, what kind of story usually you read? Like legend, fairy tale, or what else? Extra? Okay, about legend. Okay, good. What are the story? Can you mention it? Okay, about Pinocchio. Wow, good job everyone. Pinocchio. Pinocchio is one of the story, the legend of story we have learned, we have read, okay? And that's a beautiful story, amazing story, I think, okay? Because Pinocchio have a long nose, maybe? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so everyone, our material today is about narrative text. So, in the end of this lesson, I want you to understand about the definition of narrative text, about the generic structures, and about language features of narrative text. And then also I want you to reading well, reading aloud, and understand about the meaning of the story you have read before. Okay, are you get it, everyone? Okay, everyone, so we can start this lesson today about narrative text. And what is the definitions of narrative text? Okay, I will tell you about the definition of narrative text. So, narrative text is the text that created by someone to tell a story. Okay, for example, you everyone write or create a story about the story of someone, another person. You tell the story of this person. Okay, are you get it? Okay, so narrative text is the text that created by someone to tell a story. Okay. Okay, everyone, and the next about the purpose. Okay, that's right. Also, narrative text also have a purpose. So, what is the purpose of narrative text? Okay, so the purpose of narrative text is to amuse or entertain the listeners or readers. So, just like entertain the readers. For example, when you read some stories about narrative text that make you happy, right? Like you can imagine the plot of this story, like the story of Cinderella. You can imagine that you can being the Cinderella. You can use gown, a beautiful gown, and beautiful shoes, a beautiful shoes glasses. Okay, like that, everyone. You can imagine and you happy when you read. Okay, so the purpose of narrative text is like that. Okay, everyone. And then the important things, another important things is about generic structures. Okay, like the material before, the material last week we learned about the descriptive text, and descriptive text have two generic structure: identification and description. And then narrative text itself have four generic structures. They are orientation, complication, resolutions, and evaluation. Okay, so what is orientation? Orientation, usually in the first paragraph, orientation introduces about the name, place, and time, like once upon a time and long ago. So that is orientation of narrative text. Okay, everyone, and the next is complication. So what is complication? Okay, so complication is the problem of the story. Okay, some story have the problem. Okay, so the problem here is orientation. I'm sorry, complication. Okay, and then the next is resolution. Resolution is to solve the problem. So in this resolution is to solve the problem in complication before. Okay, that's right. Thank you, everyone. And then the last is resolution. So what the resolution? Okay, the resolution is the moral value. Okay, the story also have moral value. can we get it all the story before? Okay, so about what we have learned about the story like that. So that is moral value, and then the evaluation of narrative text itself. Okay, so there are generic structures of narrative text. I get it. There are four generic structure: orientation, complication, resolution, and then evaluation. Don't forget to take a note, everyone. Okay, thank you, student. Well, we can move on. Okay, everyone. And then the next is about language feature. Do you curious, right, about the language feature? What we will use when we write some stories about narrative text, or we curious when we read some stories. Okay, so narrative text for the first is using the past tense. Why? Because the text is to tell the story in the past. Okay, so using past tense. Okay, and the next is using adverb or an adjective, like adverb of place, adverb of time. For example, of adverb of time, like in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night. Okay, and then the adverb of place, like in the jungle, in the home. Okay, in the kitchen, in the garden, something like that. And then adjective like beautiful, handsome, funny. Okay, like that, everyone. Okay, so and the next is using action verb, like has or have. Okay, and then the last is using conjunction, like then, and. Okay, so everyone, that's are about the definition, the purpose, language feature, and then generic structures of narrative text. So I hope you guys take a note. Okay, and then I will ask you in the next meeting. Okay, I get it, everyone. Okay, well, thank you so much. Okay, everyone, for the practice in this material, I will show you the video, but they are not shown. Actually, I will show you about comic. One of comic. Do you know of comic, everyone? Comic is the book, but with a picture. Okay, so you can see the picture when you read some stories. But because we cannot meet each other in person because of the pandemic of coronavirus, so I think you can watch the video what I will show you. So the video is comic, I think, but I make it in this video because we cannot meet each other. We'll read first, and then you can practice in home. You can make a video about tell the story, read the story aloud, and then you can send me the link. But you can upload in the YouTube first, and then you can send me the link by WhatsApp. Okay, are you get it, everyone? Okay, after I will read it while the video is ready to watch. Okay, so everyone, you can practice after me. Okay.
Once upon a time, there lived a pretty girl named Cinderella. When she was young, her mother died. Her father remarried a pretty but bad woman. She brought two of her daughters into the family. Her stepmother and stepsisters treated Cinderella like a maid. Cinderella had to do all the housework. She only wore dirty clothes. One day, the prince's birthday invitation came. A ball was to be held in the castle. The stepmother and stepsisters dressed up and went to the ball. Left alone at home, Cinderella cried. Suddenly, her fairy godmother appeared. She turned a pumpkin into a carriage, rat into a horse, and a lizard into a driver. She also dressed Cinderella in a beautiful dress. Lastly, she gave her glass slippers. The fairy godmother told her to come back before 12 o'clock midnight. Cinderella went to the ball and danced with the prince. It was 12 o'clock midnight. Cinderella hurried down the stairs as one of her glass slippers fell off her foot. The prince found it, and his men searched from door to door for the owner of the glass slipper. Finally, it found one girl. She was Cinderella. Cinderella and the prince got married and lived happily ever after.
Okay, well everyone, after we watch the video of Cinderella, I would like to give you 5 questions so we can discuss together, okay? For the first question is, after both of Cinderella's parents died, with whom is she left to live? Okay? So the answer is? Yeah, right. Her stepmothers and 2 her stepsisters. Okay, we can move on second question. Okay, so second question is who or what appears to Cinderella? And the answer is fairy godmother. Okay, right. And then number 3 is question number 3. In the ball, Cinderella was danced with whom? Okay, the answer is prince, right? Okay, and fourth question is, what a transportation of Cinderella to party? Yeah, carriage. And then the last question is, in the ending of the story, Cinderella was happy or sad? Happy ending or sad ending? Okay, right. The question is happy ending. Okay, so what's the moral value we can learn in the story of Cinderella? Okay, so the moral value of the story of Cinderella is we must remain patient in facing all the difficulties we face, and we must still hope and pray for the power. Okay, because everything will be beautiful in time. Okay, so that's the moral value in this story. Okay, so everyone, the generic structure of Cinderella is about orientation. Orientation is there was a young girl named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmothers and 2 stepsisters. Okay, and then the complication in this story is about the king received and inviting the stepmothers and stepsisters of Cinderella, but Cinderella cannot receive. Okay, can come in the ball because of the stepmother and stepsister. And then the god fairy mother Cinderella. That's right. The fairy godmother. The fairy godmother come to Cinderella. That's a resolution. That's right. And then the last is evaluation or moral value. So moral value in this story is may not be easy, and then don't surrender, have to continue to try. Okay, so that's all about the generic structure of Cinderella, everyone. So I hope you all can get it, can understand about the story of Cinderella before in the comic I saw you before. Okay, so everyone, for your homework, I will grouping you in like 5% or 4% in the class, and I will choose by myself, and then I will share the group by WhatsApp in the end of this video. Okay, everyone, I get it. And then for the homework is you find the story of narrative text, and then you guys read aloud by the video. You can upload it and add YouTube, and then send the link for me by WhatsApp, and then you find the generic structures of narrative text, and then share to me. Okay, but you can also upload it in YouTube between I mean with the video, with the reading story. Okay, I get it, everyone. Okay, so before we close our class today, any question, everyone? If there are no question, I think that's enough about the material today, about this lesson today, and I hope you guys understand and also take a note, because I will ask you in the next meeting. Okay, thank you, everyone. Before that, let's pray together. Finish. Thank you, everyone. So thank you. I'm sorry if I have a mistake, because I'm human too. And then wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Next you for next meeting. Okay, everyone, that's all for me. I hope you all, everyone, can enjoy it and understand about I teach of narrative text before. And thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.